Yeet.
It is January 6th, 2020.
Oh,
And this is Atlanta United FC Weekly, a Home Before Dark podcast.
Feels so weird to hear the words come out of your mouth, Tim.
This is 2020. Welcome back, guys.
They've been waiting for it.
They've been waiting.
They've wanted it.
Unfortunately, probably a little too long. They've been waiting for it.
Lost all of our audience over the past 2 months.
Yeah, I'd be surprised to see if anybody joins. I am Tim Herb. As always, I'm joined by my lovely co-host, Mr. Kevin Bradley, back from the holiday break, back from some off-season break. Granted, it's still off-season. I think we're still waiting for a few things to...
I think we're at the midway point right now, basically.
There's 50...
Sounds like a midpoint to me.
53, 54 days
season
until...
ended in October, so that sounds about right.
Yeah, we have about, I think, 53, 54 days till opening day against Nashville up in Nashville.
No, before that, we have CONCACAF.
Oh, that's true. That's very true. That's fair. I was just thinking about the MLS
Birmingham before that. So I think the first game is like February 15th or something like that.
Birmingham?
Yeah. Alabama.
We play Birmingham?
Yes. That's our first game.
Huh. Is that U.S. Open Cup?
Preseason.
Oh, it's just preseason. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's before the CONCACAF games.
Anyways, there's some you say we lose support, but we have rabid fans sitting in fans. I hate that word. I don't know why I said that.
That's disgusting. How dare you?
We have rabid trapsters in the trap right now. Joe Johnstone, Elliot Beaven, Dean Worley, Kendrick Brock, all the normal faces.
These pants are making
lying in wait
shapes. Why are my pants doing that?
Oh, El Roctavio is watching on Periscope saying, "Welcome back, y'all. We're glad to be back.
We are.
It's good to be back.
I've stayed out of a lot of things.
I got a bone to pick with Greg. Greg's asking what's going on with my hair. I guess I'll take the headphones off.
What's that supposed to mean? My hair? Your hair? What's wrong? What do you mean? What's going on with your hair?
Saying what is wrong with your hair is what I'm reading into it.
I don't know.
Greg, the fro's coming back.
Root.
For those of you guys who haven't seen the fro, you're probably never going to see it.
Am I using yeet right?
Yeah. Yeet.
Yeet.
Yeet. Yes, I am growing it out. And
you say that every time. And then from where it is right now, I give it another 3 weeks and you're like, fuck this.
But this is legitimately the longest my hair's been in
I know.
Probably 10 years.
Like I said, and it gets to that point right about, and then you're like, nah, fuck this. I'm done.
Yeah. Octavia says my hair is more coiffed than normal. I take offense. I don't know what that means. I do not know what that means. But yeah, the fro is coming back. It's coming back because I have a wife who knows how to manage curly hair, and she's taught me how to manage my curly hair.
It's gonna lay down just like hers.
Yeah,
you guys are just.
It's gonna be so pretty.
Look the same.
It's gonna look so pretty. You know what's funny is like my hair used to grow down like that. If you remember, it's like a high school.
Once it got heavy enough, it stopped growing out.
Senior high school. After I cut it after freshman year, it started growing out. Okay.
Yeah.
Clayton Plaza said my hair is about as silly as this offseason.
I like it.
Yeah.
So speaking of offseason,
Dean, how did you not call out Dean's little pot shot?
Hey,
saying
this is a minor detail.
Kevin doesn't have any hair to have wrong. One thing I want to ask, Dean, I wanted to ask you something. You said in the last live stream for Bubble Stuff. For those of you guys don't know, we do another podcast. Me and Kevin and my wife Angie, where we talk about kind of creative pursuits, productive pursuits, and that sort of thing outside of sports, outside of work.
Stick to sports, dude.
Stick the number 2 sports. So, Dean, you said something about you got wisdom teeth out, so hopefully you have a fast and safe recovery. You haven't had any sort of dry sockets yet, I would hope, because that is not cool. Anyway, I saw him say something about wanting to devour pizza. Are you talking about the brand Devour, like Devour Foods?
I've never heard of that.
My time for like TV dinners has kind of passed at this point. Like if you watch UFC, anybody who watches UFC is like the official TV dinner of the UFC.
Oh,
it's dinner time.
Oh,
yeah.
Boy.
But it's like, do you remember how good were Hungry Man meals back in the day?
Oh.
You say that, but how many times did you eat Hungry Man meals?
Not as many as you think, because we always just got the family platter of Salisbury steak. just that big trough of gravy meat.
See, I got my own. My own was
It was Salisbury steak and twice baked potatoes around the Bradley household growing up.
When I got
A
those
nice
Hungry
warm
Man's,
cup of powdered milk.
it was usually my mom would come home from the commissary. She would come home and I would get a special treat. I would get the beer battered chicken tenders and then the nacho cheese potato wedges and the Hungry Man dinner. God, did my heart hurt after that.
Oh, it hurts now just hearing
But yeah,
about
TV
it.
dinners and UFC. That is a weird flex.
God
That is a weird
knows.
flex. Dean Worley does say he needs some Domino's. And Domino's, I will say, is probably my favorite national chain pizza that there is. It's very consistent. It used to taste like shit.
I don't know though.
Little Caesars
And Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut has like the most distinct taste to it.
Yes, that stuffed crust.
Like when you brought the Cheez-It pizzas over,
Uh-huh.
if you wouldn't have told me anything, blindfolded me, and I ate it, I was like, that is Pizza Hut cheese.
Exactly.
That is Pizza Hut cheese.
Exactly.
Brittany has Hot Pockets. Yep, Hot Pockets and Dry Sockets. Dean Worley, that's what I'm talking about. We're
Is
starting
that what that's our new podcast, Hot Pockets and Dry Sockets. We just tell dental stories. We have a rotating dental assistant that comes on the show.
You see all the hardware I got in my mouth? I got a lot of stories to tell. I ate a
We're
lot
gonna
of
have For the
gobstoppers.
Culture on. We're gonna go get grills made. It's gonna be a whole thing.
That's inappropriate.
How
That's
is that
offensive.
inappropriate?
That is
No.
offensive.
Is it really? If it is, I apologize. I thought that is definitely a cultural thing, though. Grills?
Yes, yeah, I will say that is.
I mean, how else would? I mean, it definitely.
I'm just trying to
is.
make you feel bad.
Well, congrats.
Yeah.
No,
Anyway.
I'm terrible.
Okay,
I'm glad they're in here. They can say if I'm the worst person in the world.
So
or not.
we're still on the like food train right now, which is my favorite thing ever.
Oh, I feel terrible, Tim. I can't even talk anymore.
I'm just
I'm
giving you hell.
just eating myself alive on the inside right now.
Greg, tell him it's okay.
No,
So-
now that is worse than what I even said if it was offensive. Now you're just like, no, you do what I'm telling you to do.
What? No, that's not at all. So, Elliot Beaven was saying waffles, like frozen waffles. And then what? Hold on. Greg said Marco's Pizza and Mellow Mushroom didn't have either of those in Virginia. Severely missed out, but there's so many local spots that are dope here. The one thing I will say, if you don't process gluten very well, Mellow Mushroom is gonna destroy you. That dough, it's so doughy and so chewy. It's so good.
You
though.
can't pick up a slice.
It's
the whole thing is
that
just,
tie-dye pizza is so good.
oh yeah, it's sopping. Sopping.
Let's see. Pizza Hut.
Everybody says that they
Jets
wanted
Pizza deep dish.
Everybody came into bubble stuff for the past few months. Is like, when are y'all going to start talking about Atlanta United?
And now
I
all we're
think
talking about
this
is
this
food.
is all
Yeah.
they wanted.
Yeah,
They
this
wanted
is what
us to
they
talk about Pizza Hut
Yeah.
and for you to make me feel.
Whoa. Okay. Elliot Beaven, Papa John's. Well, I will have my revenge. I will exact my revenge. I've eaten 400 pizzas in the last 30 days.
bad. 3 days?
Have you not seen that?
Yeah, 40
Yeah.
pizzas in 30 days.
Yeah.
Right?
Something ridiculous like that. No. And Greg said you don't get grills up north. So it is a cultural thing. It's in the south. Like Houston made, at least when I think of grills, I think of Paul Wall
Exactly.
and that whole crew.
Mike Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think about them probably first and foremost before
Those are
anybody
the
else.
first.
And that's Houston.
And Nelly.
But Nelly, I feel like came on board afterwards. I feel like everybody went to Paul Wall to get their grill, right? He made that's what the song was about.
I think that, this sounds, we can't talk about this. We don't have the credentials to talk about these things.
Yeah, you're right.
We're way out of our league. I'm just going to, just let me sit here and feel bad for the rest of the night.
Just
let me
please
feel
don't.
terrible. Oh, I absolutely, this is going to keep me up all night tonight.
Oh my God.
I'm so sorry. I feel terrible.
Worse than you feel about LGP being gone now?
Yeah. This might be
Really?
the worst I've
Really?
ever felt in my life.
Oh my
It's eating me alive.
God.
But now I feel like I'm just saying it and it's not even sounding real anymore. Anyway, yes.
Huh. He was saying nothing past Virginia. You don't see it in DC. Definitely nothing above that. Huh. Yeah, that's crazy. I never thought about that, but we've grown up in the South our whole lives.
Right.
And Kevin, obviously, I'm joking. Paul Wall's a little like a white dude, right? I mean,
Is he?
Yeah.
I guess so.
I was trying to lighten up the mood and like keep the laughing going, but yeah, you're just in your head. Yeah. Anyway, okay. So we did this little sheet before and we made it as convoluted as possible. So we have this little prediction sheet going into the offseason where we put down a bunch of players and we said yes or no to whether or not they'd be gone, which is very backwards and very on brand. So far, what? Okay, Greg, I don't know what that means. He said legally Paul Wall is a Mayo sapien.
What? See,
does that mean he's pale as hell? Like pale as mayonnaise?
We have opened up Pandora's box.
Pandora's box.
This is.
It needs to be, but it needs to, come full circle. So I don't know. Anyway, Gressel, we don't know yet.
Talking about making boxes.
Gressel, we don't know anything about yet. Nagby, I said would be here, and you said he would be gone, and you were right.
Yes.
Unfortunately, Barco, jury's still out. Joseph, jury's still out. January transfer window just opened in all of European soccer on January 1.
Any rumors about anybody?
There were rumors early on, I think, about Joseph, like Steve Bruce wanting to bring Joseph in to play with Miggy, who had another goal, by the way.
Yeah.
And it was actually quite a strike that he had. Unfortunate that they couldn't get the win in the FA Cup. Joseph, we both said would be staying. Tito, we both said would be gone. And it's looking like we're going to be wrong about Tito. Pogba, looks like he's gone, right? We're both right about that.
Yep.
Shea, same. Yeah, you're right. PK. Who's PK?
I don't know.
Who? Anyway. Oh, Parkhurst. I'm an idiot. Yeah, it's Parkhurst. Obviously. He was going to be gone. Larry, we both said no, and he's re-signed. Remedi, I said would be staying. You said would be going. So we haven't found out about that yet. We'd actually put LGP on here. I guess we were so convinced he wasn't going anywhere. I don't know.
Yeah. I definitely did not see that coming. I think the biggest one that everyone was speculating about going into the offseason, which we still haven't heard anything one way or the other, is with Gressel.
Yeah. I mean, so Gressel, to my understanding, is still under contract for 2020 already.
Is he?
I believe he is. We designated an option to keep him. So we have a year, I think. But the other thing with that is the collective bargaining agreement is, I think, going to be ready or done tomorrow. Is that right? Somebody correct me in the trap. I believe the CBA should be done this week. And then we should really get a better picture understanding of how the salary cap's going to work and how TAM and GAM and designated players are going to come into play and how we're actually going to be able to spend. And I think everything's going to start looking a lot clearer. That said, Justin Merrim's gone, Pogba's gone, Nagby's gone, Shea's gone. Kratz, I think, is gone. Parkhurst obviously is gone. We have a lot of holes to fill. And now LGP was just sold to Tijuana.
And we've only picked up one signing in the offseason so far.
Oh, I guess maybe I'm crazy. It doesn't sound like the CBA is close to being done. Okay. Well, I hope we don't have a lockout. That would suck. I thought, at least I thought something was going on with the CBA being done this week.
On brand.
Yeah, on brand. LGP being gone. I try to look at these things as objectively as possible. And I think I've talked about this ad nauseum a lot. From the Department of Redundancy department. So I cheer for laundry, right? Mm-hmm. I cheer for the team. No player is bigger than the team. And at the end of the day, I am never going to forget what LGP brought to this team, how good he was for the 3 years that he was here, how he helped win us a title, how he helped almost get us to another championship game to play for another title. at the end of the day, business is business.
Yeah.
And I can't say I'm all that surprised just based off of his butting of heads with Frank, the kind of public outspoken criticism, even though we kind of walked it back, said like we're adapting and like we're getting along better. It doesn't seem like that. It's not all that surprising to me that he's gone, but it is surprising to me that they sold him. Or not. I don't know. It's hard to. I don't know how to say it other than that. It's just like it's shocking to see him go, but in hindsight, I don't know that I'm that shocked that we actually did sell him. I don't know. It does kill our backline depth, as Greg said.
Yeah.
I mean, we really don't have much back there right now. I mean, you're talking about Franco Escobar and Miles Robinson playing center back together next year.
And potentially, oh my God, left back brain is completely fried. George Bello, potentially, but we don't even know. That brings to question, do you think that we're going to see any moves coming up from Atlanta United 2 players that were maybe in rotation last year? Do you expect to see any of that, or do you think the bulk of this is going to come in the way of new signings? Because that was always supposed to be Frank's plan, right? Was like to work through not just the first team, but also through the academy and everything.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't know how involved he was in his first year because he had to be so hands-on with the first team, but I wouldn't be surprised to see something like that. And ultimately I'd welcome it. Even if it's just Bello and one other person that's been playing with the twos regularly, and you see some lateral moves there, I think that'd be really great to see. I just don't know who any of those players would be right off. Unfortunately, I'm guilty of not following the twos maybe as much as I should be.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, it's hard enough to follow one team in MLS and then to follow a second. I mean, excuse me. I mean, you talk to like diehard baseball fans. I wonder how many of them follow their farm teams.
Right.
I don't follow, like, I'm a diehard Pacers fan. I don't follow the NBD or the G League team that we have, other than to see like whenever people get sent down there for rehab starts. Kendrick does bring up a point about selling LGP freed up $800,000 a year in salary plus a few million in transfer fee. I guess he said $3 million,
which is just Hyndman's salary, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Clayton Paw says they haven't said nor have they even confirmed he was actually sold. Yeah, so I mean, transfer fees are usually like reported by the press, but never by the teams until a certain point. So it's probably going to take a while to get out what actually transpired with that. But yeah, and then I believe it was LA Bevan saying something to the effect of this is Lagos Kunga's year to come. I mean, I don't think you saw the guys that got released from. I guess it's been a long time. Have we talked about the guys that got released that day? Like Chris Goslin got released.
No, we haven't talked about anything.
I think Patrick Okonkwo got released. A couple others. I feel like, as Greg said, I mean, it depends on how the CBA pans out, but we could see a lot of promotion from the twos. We still have a lot of good young talent down there. I mean, Andrew Carlton showed last year towards the end of the season, like, okay, he's back to being a legitimate talent hopefully with his head screwed on, right? I can see him coming in.
I don't know that Carlton necessarily fills a role right now with this lineup. That's his role and his position is the last one that I'm really worried about, right? Like you've got your front four if Gressel stays between Barco, Pitti, Gressel, and Joseph. It's really everything past that front line that you need to figure out. Yeah. I mean, you've got some of the midfield, right? You've got Hyndman and Rometty, who you're assuming are going to be your two in the midfield. But your back line, I'm assuming right now, until we sign somebody, Jeff's going to be back at a center back position alongside Miles, unless you go back three with Miles, Escobar, and Bello maybe at left back. But then that seems to deplete how you want to release Escobar going down the field in a back three. So I don't know, man. It's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out in a lineup and for a team that's only had one signing in the offseason so far.
Yeah, I mean, there's the rumor that came out today is we're looking to replace LGP with Fernando Mesa, and I'm gonna butcher the name of the team he plays for, but it's Necaxa, Necaxa. I don't know. I don't know anything really about him. I haven't had a chance to really look at it. Yeah, I mean, what Mike German was saying, I don't think that you were saying this, is
No.
that Bello's not going to play left center
No,
back.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It would have to be Jeff would have to drop back
yeah.
as the
Bello's
left
only
center
going to be
back.
playing left back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you're right. There's nowhere to play Carlton in terms of who to, replace him with.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going to happen with the back line, and I don't really know where our depth stacks up at any position right now in any real sense of the term.
So Octavio's saying Necaxa. Necaxa? Is that how you pronounce it?
Inappropriate.
Yeah. Excuse me, I have to go caca. That's what I think of. Yeah, I mean, Greg was saying during their Christmas episode, the lineup was shaping up well for a 3-4-3, but without LGP, everything's up in the air.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, Clayton Paws says we need to go ahead and announce Virgil van Dijk, obviously.
Or Robin. There was those rumors that I wanted to happen.
How many? I'm going to set the over under. I want to get your guys' guesses in the trap. I'm going to set the over under on 2.5 Dutch players make it into the Atlanta United team before the end of the.
Oh, before the end of the season?
No, before the end of the transfer window.
Oh,
January.
I say the under. I think we might get one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised to see one.
I'd love to see Arjen Robben play.
We're not going to. He's going to want DP money.
Oh, I guess everybody. Maybe I'm crazy for thinking. I guess there's still there's not enough time maybe in the January transfer window.
I think we might pick up one. That would be. I think if you could pick up one, that's a big win, right? Like there was so much talk about the Frank pipe, like the South American pipeline with players, and now everything is just going to go European based, and we've severed all ties with players that are going to want to play coming up from South America and all that. I think that this offseason will start to show maybe how true that is and whether or not we're still maintaining interest with South American players and teams wanting to come play with us. And then also, do we have any additional outreach to a Dutch league player that wants to come on board and maybe is a more youth talent out of one of the academies there or something like that? I don't know.
Yeah. LA Bevan saying under. He says, I bet we get Scottish players. I forgot to even talk about that. I think, what did we buy? A 5% stake in Aberdeen in the Scottish Premier League?
That's right.
And John Gallagher's playing over there. I think he scored a goal the other day for him. Ooh, I like that. Luka Modric is a free agent. DC's trying to nab him. I would not turn that down.
Just, we don't get the fourth DP this season, though, do we?
No, you're right.
We cannot. We're not going to be able to buy down any of our three.
Well, I don't know. CBA hasn't been announced yet, so
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it sucks, man. This CBA not being ready is kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
I
don't know how it works. I don't know how that's going to work with the windows and everything.
Yeah, no kidding. It's like you would almost have to extend it. But at the same time, I mean, Europe's not going to extend it.
No,
and South America's not going to extend transfer windows. I don't know. It seems like we're not turning away our interest in South American or Latin American players.
And to that point, that might be why the team proceeded with some of these negotiations and trades for players like LGP and other players that were either at the end of their tenure or weren't going to be building towards much past a maybe 1 or 2 year stint, to free up the money that they can proceed with those negotiations without even knowing what that CBA result may turn into, with what your salary cap may be and DPs and all of that, that you still free up enough money that you can go after players without already being at your cap before the window even opens. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It sucks, man. It's really suck. Or it's really suck. Kendrick says if they don't get the CBA done by week's end, the owners will be actively fucking themselves over. That absolutely is true. So,
yeah,
I don't know what to say else on that.
yeah, I mean neither.
Uh,
So are you going to go up to Nashville? We talked a big game.
we did talk a big game. What sucks is I have floor seats for the Hawks that same day that I got well before the schedule was announced. I'm going to sound like a really shitty fan for not going.
Yeah,
up
you
there.
are.
So I don't
everybody
know.
do it already.
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, I think my plan right now is to go up for the game, and then maybe not stay in Nashville and go just like split the drive and do the night in Chattanooga, and spend the Sunday in Chattanooga because then it's a short drive back to Atlanta from there. I think that makes the most sense for me anyway. Because I'm still not going to be drinking, so I'm not going to be going out and doing anything.
You can drive the bus then at that point.
Well, nope, that ain't happening.
Yeah. Oh man, part of me does really want to still get that.
I think
bus.
it's going to be great. I think it's going to be a great.
The thing that sucks is on a Sunday.
Yeah, no, it's not.
It's right.
No,
isn't the 29th a Sunday?
Is it? Oh, what the fuck?
Keep talking.
What the fuck? I knew it was an 8:00 game. I didn't realize it was on a Sunday.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Where are you taking me? No, it's a Saturday. My bad.
Okay.
My bad.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's my plan right now. Anyway, it's crazy, man. Not. I mean, we're right at about a month, really. Once preseason starts around the middle of February. I think it's like the 15th or 18th.
Oh, battery exhausted. I'm about to
happens.
go switch them out.
Okay. How about you guys? Everybody going to Nashville? What's everybody's plans? Should be interesting. I know that a lot of people were trying to get group Airbnbs, and I heard some of the prices started to skyrocket, which is the other reason why I'm thinking I'm going to do Chattanooga as well. I don't know. We'll see. I just really want to eat hot chicken. That's all I really want to do. So, and I still get, oh God, never do that again. Never do that again. You need some.
I'm so dry. I need lotion. Yeah. I used ivory soap on my face and then went straight to podcasting.
Put sandpaper on your face?
Yeah. It's 80 grit.
Oh God. Made a huge mistake.
Yeah, you did. I didn't use wet, dry sandpaper either.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's just dry.
This is over.
Yeah, Dean just said to you, Tim. Yeah, sorry. I have a face for radio.
Uh-huh. Oh, look at that. Oh.
We're getting ripped, Kevin.
Oh.
Getting ripped.
Oh, that water weight's gone. Oh, yeah.
The password is nose hairs. I don't get the nose hairs. You get them, right?
Huh? Yeah, I get my eyebrows threaded and I get my nose waxed.
You get it covered. You get your eyebrows covered and
I get
chubbered.
Scattered, covered, chubbered, and waxed. That's how I get my face done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't afraid to admit it. I get my eyebrows threaded, get my nose waxed. Yeah.
I'm very fortunate because I have like darker eyebrows, but like I just shave. I take my little Braun electric razor and I just do right in the unibrow. That's all I ever have to shave.
I get lucky though because I got glasses, so it hides it for a little while, and then every now and then I just get a little peek over the nose bridge thing. It's like, oh, gotta get that taken care of.
Yeah,
I will say
I have a unicorn hair.
Getting the nose waxed with a beard is very tricky. Very tricky.
Yes.
I'm just waiting for one day to come out of there with like no hair right in the middle. Sorry, middle of the mustache, completely gone.
Kendrick, no, that's inappropriate.
Inappropriate.
Inappropriate. Greg is available for. He's available for desktop support and systems admin. If anybody's looking, that's what he's saying. He's looking for a job that's going to allow him to not have to work weekends. So
yeah, no kidding.
It's not fun times.
No, it's definitely not.
Has anything else really gone down in the league in terms of signings? Anything that
somebody else will tell us. I put the
like Miami finally has a coach.
Yeah, I put the time limits on my social media apps, and I have been much better for it. I have 30 minutes a day shared between Instagram and Twitter. So I am not as nearly plugged in as I have been in years past. And I kind of like it that way. Because if I hear about something, it's obviously big enough for me to hear about it. It's not just inside baseball people riling up about nothing or whatever. It's made its rounds to where I'm seeing it at a glance, because that's all I'm really looking at social media at this point.
Elliot Bevan saying New York finally got a coach. Who did they get? I guess I should pull up the feed. This is kind of embarrassing. I know. How about Thierry Henry is going to be managing Montreal, which I think is very interesting. I wonder what that French language advantage is going to be like.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's see. Pull up MLS news. DC United, as somebody had said earlier, targeting Luka Modric. So that's a big one. They obviously have an open slot at DP with Wayne Rooney gone.
We haven't recorded. I mean, obviously Ibra's gone. And last I saw, he was reported to be going back to AC Milan.
No, he ended up signing for somebody in Spain.
Oh, okay.
Is that where? Hold on. Oh, this is just on.
Do you think?
No, no. He went. He's playing in Sweden again, and he's playing for a rival team to Malmo, and people, I think, in Malmo were rioting, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh my God.
They were burning his statue and all that. Oh, never mind. It is Milan. What am I talking about?
Wow.
There were rumors.
Who knows things? This guy.
Weren't there rumors about him going to another Swedish team, though?
I knew it so much. You had two other decisions to try to.
Never mind. He played today for AC Milan.
It's like somebody who had the most points out of season predictions last year continues his trend in 2020 with
sorry. Zlatan invested in a rival team.
Okay.
That's why the Malmo fans were tearing down a statue.
Half a point for you. Half a point.
So,
anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know, man. I've been kind of out of the loop with a lot of that shit.
Let's see.
The new secondary kit leaked, hasn't been officially announced, but based on past years, the assumption is that the look will hold.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Is it just King Peach with gold?
No. Have you not seen it? Go check it out.
Yeah.
I think it was I think Dirty South Soccer posted a article for it. Because all of the secondary kits, because it's the 30th year of MLS next year. I think it's the 30th year. Don't quote me on it. 30th year of MLS. All secondary kits next year will have 3 stripes on what would be the right shoulder. So it's got 3. It's gray and white stripes and gold lettering with 3 stripes on the shoulder, and I think that's the bulk of it. I just hope no tramp stamp. I haven't seen anything on the back, but we'll see. 25. Damn, I was close. 25.
Close to what?
It's the 25th year of MLS, not 30th.
Gotcha.
I thought it was the 30th because of the 3. Yeah. So as with everything, I'm sure a ton of people are going to hate it, but I agree with Dean. I really like it.
This one?
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, it is interesting.
The problem I have
the vertical
with
stripes are a little weird to me because there's like a hard stop.
That's what I was about to say. That is my one problem is the shoulder without the stripes. The hard stop is a little awkward.
Yeah, it's weird. It's
because they don't have any of the stripes that run like down the shoulders like the home kits do on that shoulder.
Obviously, so it's gonna look a lot better, I think, in person. Why does this make me think Argentina? Just because it seems kind of faint baby blue almost rather than gray. It's gray though, right?
Richard Gordon asked how long we keep an American Family Insurance. I think this is the last year of their contract, if I'm not mistaken. It's either 2020 or 2021 that their contract is up. I can't I can't remember off the top of my head. But
Hey, Kirby. Yeah, Kirby's in the trap on Periscope. Yes, we do broadcast now. We're trying things out. So we have a new service and we're trying to go. Obviously, we always do YouTube. That is, faithful. And then the tried and true. And then we also are trying it out. I think we're just going to stick with Periscope and YouTube. You can do it simultaneously with what we're doing now.
Yeah.
So
I like the Periscope because it's just like anybody that's scrolling through their feed, they'll see it and it's up at the top of their screen and they could just casually drop in on it versus YouTube. I'm not going to YouTube as a social media platform, which I think is where most of our interactions and conversations happen, is through Twitter. So I like that this streams to both platforms because people that are subscribed on YouTube and that are going to watch for the whole show or whatever will get the icon or they'll get the notification if they hit the bell icon. They'll get the notification whenever we go live. They can watch the whole thing because they're going to. And then people that just want to casually drop in, whenever they're on Twitter, they'll see it up at the top and they'll be able to jump in. So,
yeah.
And I like that this thing shows where people are commenting from too. Like you can see the icon where Kirby was responding via Periscope and other people through YouTube or whatever.
Greg just sent me something. I'm not going to. Anyway, just take a look.
Was he telling me I'm a terrible person again? Oh, shit.
Greg, please tell Kevin he's not a terrible person. I was just giving him shit. I was just trying in 2020, just trying to make him feel offended or offensive about everything.
Okay. I don't know how much we could talk about this.
No, we can't. Yeah, we're not going to talk about it. Anyway, sorry. Oh, gosh. This argument again about
what?
About whether or not
grills are a thing. Is it about gas versus charcoal grills? Is that what we're talking about now?
See, I'm a propane man, and it's strictly for convenience and no other reason. Charcoal grills, okay. I know it tastes a lot better, but look, I come home after a 10-hour shift. I'm gonna go fire up my propane grill because I don't have to wait till the coals burn completely down.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. What else we got? Is Dan in?
Dan?
What do you mean Dan in the house? Where is he? I didn't see. Oh, he is in there. Yeah, Dan, this is a Bear Grylls podcast. We're really big outdoorsmen now. This is all about our expeditions to the Great American North. We already talked about the trip that we have planned together in July to Alaska to celebrate America's birthday. Also, why you weren't invited to hang out with us.
A.U. Hansel, he's another person who's watching on Periscope. He's saying, whatever, all restaurants cook on gas. The best steaks you've had are from restaurants on gas burners. Touche.
Nah, all restaurants cook on flat tops.
No, the best thing you've ever had cooked on a grill is flame broiled.
You're right.
And it is a whopper.
You're right.
It is a whopper. Dan, James, I miss you.
I do too.
I miss you, man.
But I'm glad to see you're still hanging out with us.
Yeah.
I know you're really excited to watch Clemson win another championship next week too. You more than anybody.
Me? Oh, him.
Dan.
Yeah.
Everybody, really. Everybody is Team Clemson now. Gotta be. Nobody's cheering for LSU except for your parents.
My parents. Just out of proximity. My mom's like, because my parents have been in Shreveport for 13 years now, and they're finally just like, oh, we love Coach O. It's so awesome. He's Cajun, and that Joe Burrow's kid's amazing, and then all these, Jefferson's fucking ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
yeah, I don't think Clemson's going to win next week. I say that completely joking. I don't think that's.
I forgot Kirby is a LSU fan. It's so weird.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Did not realize that. All right. Anything else? I know it was kind of a light episode. It just feels good to get back into a groove. And hopefully in a couple weeks, we'll have another one. Maybe we'll have some more news.
Some collab shows. Maybe.
Yeah. That'd be good. We need to get the whole. I saw a few people. We had a little small hang a couple weeks ago. Saw Jay and Jason and Joe and Michelle and Domer, people I haven't seen since last season. So it's nice if you can. I want to encourage everybody in the offseason to take advantage of it being the offseason. If you have friends that you've made through Atlanta United that you see during tailgates or during the regular season, but you haven't seen them in the offseason just because there's nothing Atlanta United going on, I implore you to reach out to them, even if it's via text message or whatever. Say hey, say you're thinking about them. Shout out to my homie Paul Cook, my old seatmate, sent me a text just the other day. It's nice, man. If you have the opportunity to go have lunch or hang out with these people outside of Atlanta United, it's always a good time. So
Dan is asking informed questions, which we're not ready for. He's asking, who do you want? Arzamendia or Villasanti?
Dan, just go back to not being.
Why can't we have both, Dan? One's a midfielder, one's a left back. I don't know. I don't know why we couldn't have both of them. Maybe, I mean, yeah, I know, Greg. I know you tried to get us to come through for the Christmas episode. It just didn't work out.
Life has been chaos. That's the reason why we haven't had this show in the past month. It's a lot easier to get together for shits and giggles for a bubble stuff thing or whatever.
Yeah. Well, if they're both TAM guys, don't we have a shitload of money sitting?
No, because we just had to pay for Hyndman.
That's true. We did just have to pay almost $1 million a year for Hyndman. So, whoa!
What? Just let me be me.
I'm triggered.
Just let me be me. How many iTunes reviews we got?
183.
What do you think we'll get to? Do you think we'll ever get to 200?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
You don't think our outreach has grown? It's definitely grown, right?
Yeah.
You don't think this Periscope shit's gonna kick it up a notch? About to Emerald Lagasse, those things just bam, 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 bam.
Kick it up a notch.
You don't think we can hit 200 ratings and reviews on iTunes this year? I think the sky's the limit this year, baby. I think we're breaking 200. It's 17. 17? I'm gonna start finding random people. Just
I got $5 for you. I'm not gonna ask you to do anything weird. Do you got an iPhone?
Anytime. Never mind. Never mind. I'm just. Never mind. I was gonna. Never mind.
Guys, this is what it's like whenever Kevin doesn't have his brown liquor in him.
I become self-aware.
Yeah.
It's like an episode of Westworld in this motherfucker right now. Normally shit I would just say and let it ride. Now I'm like triple and quadruple thinking shit.
Kirby says if we hit 250 reviews ratings, he'll buy us something for the podcast.
Ooh, that's fancy. Dan said it's going to be -5 reviews. What are you going to take all of your family plan off? You're gonna get rid of the James family plan over there?
So you're gonna have half of your kids
no
remove the reviews and the other half leave them?
No, he said -5 reviews. So
he's got 10 kids. You're not following. I need you more limber. I need you loose. I need liquor inside of you.
Well done. Well done.
What have you guys been watching?
Watchmen. Yeah. Fucking yes, Watchmen. God, it's so good.
I haven't watched Watchmen.
Oh my God.
But who watches The Watchmen?
Oh, so great. Watchmen.
Kevin does.
I'm still watching my stories. The Walking Dead. Ready for that to come back.
Dan says he's at 12 now. He's got an Irish dozen. I thought you were from Birmingham. I thought you were from the Midlands, but I guess your Irish roots are showing.
God knows. Yeah.
He says The Witcher.
Yeah. With what's
Henry
his face?
Cavill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just watched The Watchmen. That's all I've watched lately. I haven't been watching much of anything.
Damn, Dan, it's 13.
Oh boy. Oh yeah, and Star Wars. I went and watched that a couple times.
Oh, Star Wars, yeah.
Which awesome. Yeah. I can't believe Snape did that shit.
Just
yeah.
Yeah.
Cut Gandalf's head right off.
So stupid. Have you watched The Mongolian yet?
What?
On Disney Plus?
No.
The
what?
The Mongolorian. I was trying to say the Mongolorian. You're an asshole. That's not at all what. I just broke Kevin somehow unintentionally.
The Mandalorian? Yes.
The Mongolorian.
Stop.
It's Genghis Khan in space.
Stop. Anyway, yeah, The Mandalorian was awesome. I did watch that. I forgot about that. Oh, I just have these visuals. Oh my god, of like, oh man, oh like ancient China, like the space theme, but with baby, but still has baby Yoda. Oh,
riding on tauntauns,
oh,
shooting
God.
tauntaun archers.
Oh no, that's awful.
Oh my god,
You can't say those things.
why is that awful? It's
You can't say those.
the Mongolian and the Mandalorian mix.
Oh man.
It's a spinoff of Mulan. Exactly, Clayton Poss. Okay, so where does the Disney live action remakes stop? Are they gonna stop?
I don't know.
Because they're doing like 2 a year at this point.
Did you see that shit about somebody posted some pictures of Kylie Jenner or something? They're like, Kylie Jenner's the Little Mermaid we've always wanted or something. Somebody said, there's enough fucking plastic in the ocean.
That's pretty great.
Pretty great.
That's pretty.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what other live action things are coming out. I refuse to watch Mulan if Mushu's not in it.
Mushu's in it though, isn't he?
No, he's not. Not in any
He's
of
not?
the trailers.
Oh.
I
Well,
refuse. I can't bring myself to do it.
yeah. There are a lot that they haven't done yet, right? Like they haven't done Pocahontas yet.
Ooh,
Right?
I don't know if they can.
Yeah, I don't know either. Well, like that's one of the things with Disney Plus, right? Is like you go back and watch some of the older stuff. They put like warnings about.
Yeah.
That's one thing I will say. Like we watched. Greg said they're gonna stop at Fox and the Hound. Yeah, it's gonna be the saddest fucking live action movie.
Yeah.
So Kirby just said, have they done Fox and the Hound yet? Not yet.
Stop looking at my notifications, bitch.
Sorry.
That
It's
is
just
so
habit. It's just
rude.
habit.
That is so rude. What are you gonna ask me? Who's that texting you next?
Snooping is a habit.
Damn.
Sorry.
How
No,
dare
I
you?
can read. I had LASIK done. I can see across the table. It's anyway.
All right, that's fine. What's your phone password? Let me see what yours are.
Oh no. See, yeah. Anyway. No, one of the things I'll say, like those warnings beforehand on shows, like we were watching. I don't want to spoil anything, but we were watching the morning show on Apple TV, and that show was great.
Sorry, I keep doing shit.
There you go.
Yeah.
That show is great. There's one episode in particular though where they give you a warning about it at the beginning of the show because of something that's gonna like something that may offend you or some whatever, and it just gives like at a certain point it's like that's that's a little too much foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Just I get it though. You want people to be comfortable watching, but
you like it whenever they come on, like the HBO. HBO is different. It's like, oh yeah,
brief nudity.
when I get whenever I get those every Game of Thrones episode, I was like, oh, this isn't gonna be a good one.
How many of the Game of Thrones?
It's like bingo. It's like Game of Thrones bingo is what warnings you're gonna get.
That's like whenever you watched FX, like later at night, it's like this is rated TV ALMSV TV SUV. So damn.
Yeah,
Looks like
exactly.
I'm watching The League tonight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. How much longer are we going to draw this out and not talk about Atlanta United anymore?
It's one of those things. It's part of the reason why we haven't recorded this regularly. It's because
We just haven't really been plugged into.
Well, that too. We haven't been plugged into.
And
There's not a whole lot to be plugged into right now.
And to get together for an hour to just talk about a kit leak, come on.
Yeah.
We hit all the high notes. We had some transfers. We got some prospects. We had the kit reveal that we expect to hear pretty soon, but we have seen photos of what we expect it to be online. Greg sent us nudes, which was pretty tight. Tim made me feel bad, which was even better. I didn't drink any to help make me feel better about any of that, which
he downed a whole bottle of this imitation clear vanilla extract.
It's the closest I'm going to get to a real drink.
It's got traces of alcohol. It says it has water, alcohol, and artificial flavor. Mm-hmm. Oh, dude, this is 30 proof.
I know.
I didn't realize that.
Oh yeah. You didn't realize that all extract has to be like, same thing with bitters. Bitters have alcohol in it too. But you're not using so much of it that anything would ever happen. Like, even if you drank all of this, first of all, you would just have a sugar high more than anything.
How much sugar's in that? There's no sugar in extract.
I guess not.
No. Just be drunk. If I drank that, I'd be drunk out of my
You just feel
mind.
nauseous. You wouldn't be drunk. I mean, it's 2 ounces. This is the equivalent of like a cocktail amount. You'd have 1 cocktail if you had this. But then you'd have to choke down a whole thing of vanilla extract. Do it.
I would chug it.
Do it.
But my burps would be so bad for the next few days.
Oh.
It'd be so bad.
This is expired, dude.
Is it really?
No, it's just the sell by. I don't follow that. Unless something's growing on it, I'm going to eat it.
Sell by date only means expiration date to me with produce and meat.
Yeah, isn't FDA coming out with some new labels for that purpose?
Maybe. Whoa. I know I can't vape my sugar cookie vape anymore.
Oh, damn.
Thanks, Donald Trump.
What kind of vape flavors were we talking? Was I talking to you about vape flavors?
Slim Jim flavored? Those of you who vape, what would be like your ultimate flavor?
I love this. This is good. This is why we keep recording. I remember now. Yeah.
Well, I would say Slim Jim.
Let's hear your best vape flavors.
I'll give you 2. You tell me which one you would like better.
Okay, and I'll give you 2.
So Nathan's Famous or Hebrew National?
Can I get a, like, you know how the Nintendo 64s had the Rumble Pack? Can I get like a Rumble Pack for my vape? That's just a blackened pack, so I get a little char on it.
Yes,
but it still rumbles like the Nintendo.
No, that's you afterwards.
It's just clacking around on your teeth. Oh my god. What were the options?
It was Nathan's Famous or Hebrew National.
Ooh, Hebrew National.
Okay. Famous.
No, I would go Red Lynx.
Ooh,
go Red Lynx.
You're talking about like Bar S or Carolina Pride?
Carolina Pride.
Oh, it's a good man right there.
Also, a big fan of the Kaneka sausage.
But can you get bone chip? Like, do the bone chips get in the vape too? Like they do in the Carolina Pride hot dogs?
You got to pick your teeth somehow.
Yeah.
It actually just comes out the end like a talon. All
right. Hormel or Wolf chili? Castleberries or Dinty-Moore beef stew?
Castleberry.
It's always Castleberry.
100%.
That, like, it's like a 1/4 inch of grease that just sits on the top whenever you open the can.
It's like a creme brulee. You just got to... You light it on fire and everything. You just... Oh my god.
That broke me. Okay. I can't do it anymore.
All right. Can we
the chat's dead anyway.
Finally end it now. I think we hit it.
I think we climbed.
I think we covered it all. We're good. All right. However you found us, thank you so much for tuning in. If it was on Periscope or YouTube or iTunes, be sure to like and subscribe. Tell a friend, however you can. We are only, 16, 17 reviews away from 200. We'd love to get there by the end of this year. Did we have voicemails? Is that what you were pulling up?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I was just checking to see if the chat was broken or if we just broke the chat.
No, we just broke in
Oh,
general.
God.
So yeah, however you found us, thank you so much for tuning in. We love doing this show and every other show that we do, and it's because of you guys showing out and tuning in and interacting with us and putting up with our bullshit week in and week out. So we'll keep doing this thing until we don't want to do it and you guys get sick of it. Well, really, we're just going to keep doing it until we don't want to do it anymore. Who am I kidding? Anyway, it makes it a hell of a lot better whenever we know that you guys are there on the other side of it. So thank you for tuning in. Be sure to throw up a like, subscribe, a star, a thumbs up, a bell, whatever the hell it is for us, and tell a friend. We'll see you next time. As always, be home before dark.
Bye, guys.